Now, we've been planning this out for quite some time. This is many, many years in the making. Decade in the making, I'd say even. But finally, the manga room just about finished. Just about there. There's a lot of ways we can go about this. We got a lot of manga here. A lot of little doodads and knickknacks and who's-y what's-its. But I think the best place to start is the one that started it all. And that would be Dragon Ball. And, well, now I can't find my first volume of... There it is, it's in the back right there. That would be the first manga I picked up, Dragon Ball Volume 1. That was about, oh man, maybe 15, maybe 16, 17 even years ago. Actually, was it Dragon Ball or was it the Pokemon box set? It might have been the Pokemon box set. Alright, we'll start over here. We got Pokemon Adventures up until Gold and Silver. Got some old Pokemon merch. We got this Jigglypuff Blockbuster card from Pokemon Snap. So that dates it, gotta be 98, 99. Charizard, that might be worth something, might not be. Who knows? Little custom Pokemon card my partner here on this channel, Justin, made. We got Pokemon CD that I got in Japan. We got a lot of goodies here in the Pokemon section. I don't even know why I started with Dragon Ball. Then down, we got Yu-Gi-Oh! Some other stuff, Blank Canvas. That was one of the biggest surprise mangas I ever read. Highly recommended. We got Vigilantes and Bakuman. Naruto. Naruto is actually the first manga I read online, not necessarily went out and bought. I don't have all 70-something volumes of Naruto, but to honor its place in my lore, I got the first 2 volumes. And quite frankly, I actually started reading the manga after the Sasuke retrieval arc, so I don't think I've actually even read those. But we carry on. Second big manga purchase I got was iShield 21. After I had won my fantasy football trophy in 2018, I went ahead and treated myself to the entirety of iShield 21. Alongside it, I got all of Slam Dunk. That's a Kuroko no Basket volume I got when I was in Japan, and a little Kuroko figure I got while there as well. Let's moving right along to the One Piece section. We got a lot of One Piece stuff in here. We got first 70 volumes. We got a Lego. We got those Ace novels. Got this really cool card. Carrot figure representing, always. Another little carrot there. Not as manga-centric as the Fire Emblem section, but we've got some Fire Emblem manga in there. I'd say this is probably my favorite game series. We have done a few Fire Emblem videos on the channel. Mostly ranking waifus. Only ranking waifus, but we have our priorities straight at S-Class. We know what's important. This is one of my favorite things that I have. These are the Tropical Island Pokemon cards from way back when from Japan. I always loved these. I love the artwork, the Slowking especially. It's been the background on my computer since about 2010, so ever since I got a laptop, that's been my background. It's one of my favorites. Got some Comic-Con artwork, some New York Mets stuff. We're a big baseball fan here at S-Class. We got a lot of baseball videos too. Here's some more baseball stuff. We got the Cross Game manga in its entirety, as well as some Mets stuff and other baseball stuff. We got some of our Nintendo manga from the Nintendo manga haul video that I did a couple of years ago. Very expensive, some of them. Those 2 Donkey Kongs up there and the mother, I think combined cost $150. And there's a little pathetic Animal Crossing thing that's basically a brochure with maybe 35, 40 pages. Pathetic. Then, Lego. We got a lot of Lego. It's not something normally discussed on the channel, but you're going to see a ton of it as we go through all of this. Here we go. We have all of Haikyuu. We got a few Shonen Jump. That's the one I got when I was in Japan, April 2017. So that's the volume that was, available at the 7-Elevens, what is their other convenience store? It'll come to me. Is it, I don't know, something from Ohio. But yeah, That was the volume, or the Shonen Jump magazine that was out at the time that I was there. So I had to pick it up as a little memento. Then the rest of them are just some first issues of Nine Dragons Ball Parade, canceled. Aliens Area, canceled. And we got Rory Dragon in there too, but it's under all the Haikyuu stuff. Oh, some little doodads and knickknacks. Then back to Dragon Ball, of course. All Dragon Ball Z, some little figures, any other Toriyama artwork I have, or these plates I love. I got that when I was in Japan as well. Got some Animal Crossing Lego, some Harry Potter Lego, some books, all that good stuff. Then this is, of course, all the Nintendo stuff. This is even more of a long-term collection than the manga. I mean, we got my NES there dating back to before I was even born. I think my dad picked that up. I was born in 92. He must have picked that up in 89, 90, and obviously it made its way to me as the years went on. We got all our DS, 3DS, Switch, Wii and Wii U, GameCube, some N64. Super Nintendo's the only one I didn't actually have, believe it or not. I never got around to the Super Nintendo. We had the NES, and then we went to the N64. Never complained, though. Besides, they released most of those games on the Game Boy Advance anyway, which is where I ended up playing them. We got a little bit more. We got some Freeran, Kanemashi, Witch Hat Atelier. Those are my wife's. And a little bit more, some Jump manga. And then some cookbooks. Because, you know, gotta be cooking. We're always cooking on this channel. Cooking up greatness. Got another poster. This one was another Comic-Con poster that I got a few years ago. Pokemon Gold. Not a few years ago at this point. At this point, it's like probably 10 years. What do we got else? Oh, yeah. We got JoJo from 1 to 3. I'd say that, Eye Shield, Pokemon, and Dragon Ball were among the first manga that I really started collecting. Spy Family and Sekimoto Days. Those are probably the only ones that I'm getting new volumes as they release right now. We got a bunch of other smaller series and some series where I only got a few volumes. I have Dog's Red I've been following as a big hockey guy, as you can probably see from some of the other things going on in here. Here's the section that really built the S-Class channel. Not necessarily my whole manga being an identity, but this is a channel that's built on romcoms. We got Komi, we got Skip and Loafer, Blue Box, Nagatoro. My Senpai is Annoying, which I actually never have done a video on, but I'll probably have to get around to that at some point, right? That little guy's from Nara in Japan. Actually, I think the squirrel's from Japan as well. When I was there. I think you got that at the Pokemon Center in, what was it, Sunshine City? Was the name of the mall? Or, I don't know, it was like a mega complex mall. I don't even remember how that all worked. And we got some Vinland Saga. A little wedding card that, once again, my partner here at Justin made back in the day. Kit Kat box. I don't know, I'm not one to keep essentially garbage, but I really liked the way they packaged their Kit Kats in Japan. They did it a little differently. I'm not trying to say it's a piece of art, but it is pretty cool. So I've held on to that since then. It made its way home. Didn't actually like the Kit Kat. It was like a strawberry cheesecake. Kind of disgusting. Not a fan. What else do we got? Oh, one of the favorites, Shokugeki no Soma. This was during COVID when a lot of people started collecting manga. I had already been, collecting manga, but this was one that I finally decided to bite the bullet on and spend basically all my stimulus check on. Was this, Demon Slayer, and Dr. Stone. Regrets? None. This is my Megumi figure that my wife actually bought for me. So, don't go saying that I'm some weirdo with anime girl figures. I actually haven't bought any of these for myself. That was from my wife, as she knew that Megumi was my waifu. That one was from my buddy John for my birthday one year. That one also from John, maybe? Maybe Justin? Okay, well, the carrot was actually me. I am not, no, I am ashamed to admit that, but, That's who we are. Some more Lego. Got a pirate ship right next to the One Piece. That's done for a reason. We keep things very thematic here. We try to. Some medieval ones. Those don't really fit in with anything, but it is what it is. Ranma took forever to collect because that last volume, 37, 38, hidden back there behind that one was just I had everything other than that for years, and it was so frustrating to have the entirety of a series except one volume, but finally came back in stock. Finally was able to complete that collection, which was driving me crazy. Unfortunately, my precious eye shield is also missing volumes 36 and 37, but apparently eye shield is getting reprinted, so hopefully down the line I'll be able to finish these off again too. And as for manga highlights and collections, I think that's pretty much some of the best of the best. You know, this is where the magic happens at S-Class, where we make our videos. Mike is under the desk somewhere. Yeah, no, any of those golden, amazing, spectacular videos are just made right here with that 6-year-old MacBook and a $40 microphone. You know, we make things work. We make the magic happen. And, of course, we got some more Lego. Got some more Met stuff. Some more Comic-Con posters. Some more Rangers. Mets. No, that's basically the vibe here. We got a Duck Hunt poster. And this Koosh hoop from 30 years ago. Yeah, this is where the magic happens. It's been a high time trying to get this room in order, trying to get it ready to film and, you know, be proud of it, be able to share it. You know, it's still a bit of a work in progress. We're just about there, though. Feeling pretty good about it. Not sure, however, what I should be putting there, because we got space for something right above Dr. Stone, and we got about 30 manga volumes that we can fit in there. What should we get? I'd like to hear what you guys think. So thank you all for coming along with me on this journey. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think I should change, if anything. Tell me how great you think it looks. Tell me how awful you think it looks. Tell me what your favorite surprise was, the biggest surprise, something that you didn't expect me to have. Or something that you just are not the least bit surprised about based on what you know about S-Class here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and joining us on this journey. I hope that you will stick around for more S-Class content. I promise it will be maybe not great, but it'll be a good time. And we're all here for a good time. So like and subscribe.